Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Cooper from Beyond the Pitch Chicago. Sitting here with Dean from Suicidal Tendencies. What's happening, my man?
All right, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good,
How
good.
are you? Okay?
Good.
Good. First and foremost, welcome to the armpit of Northwest Indiana. It's cold out. We're feeling the weather.
Yeah,
It's
definitely cold.
Yeah, this ain't California.
No.
You know. So, first question. Now, you guys did a run with Slayer and Exodus, beginning of the year, middle of the year, somewhere around there.
Springtime.
Since then, number one, they changed singers. Have you noticed any differences with those guys? And then we'll get into some suicidal stuff.
No, Exodus is, they did a video and have a new record out and everything. They had, a lot of press and stuff, and bringing Steve Zetro back, I think was a change for them and stuff. He's a really nice guy, cool guy, and has been totally cool with us on this tour, and all the bands have been real supportive of each other. It's been a really great lineup. The first leg was a little different. We just did 6 shows, kind of feeling it out. This was a full-on month, so we've been, married together this time, and I think, if you want a heavy package that's got a little bit of everything, this is it, And I think what a great lineup, what a great show for your money, for the, as I say, more bang for your buck. This is it.
It's interesting you say that about that lineup, as far as a heavy package, it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
When I saw that this came out, when I saw back in spring that it was coming out, I said, oh, fuck. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't come to this neck of the woods. And, then when I saw this, I'm like, oh, it's done. I'm there. So, first off, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for coming.
We're glad to have been a part of this, and this is the last one of this tour right now, so, hopefully we'll go out with a big bang, and, we'll see what happens next.
So on the suicidal side, you guys have had a year. Ups, downs,
Yeah.
in-betweens. First off, condolences.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Condolences.
It's been an interesting year, with the loss of Tim and all that stuff, and quite a summer, as they say. I'm glad to be here now, and I'm glad this lineup, is definitely a positive outlook for us, and it's been a great energy on this tour, especially after having a summer like that, and being able to look at each other and positively say, I like this person, and the band, the cohesiveness is coming back stronger, and to have Mike happy and to have everybody happy, and just moving forward in a positive direction after life happens, and that's the hard. It's hard. You can't. No one can say who's going to live this long or that long, and we all hope to live as long as we possibly can. At least I do, and
Yeah.
So, and so I don't know about everybody, but it's like so. Those things can throw a little,
Yeah, definitely throw a wrench in.
wrench in you, right?
I think with that, it kind of gives everybody a reality check.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah, it puts things in perspective for sure. You realize what's important in life and how you live in your life, and when you die, that person is dead, they're sleeping in death, and no more to be done on this earth for them, and you have that memory of them and all that they contributed to your life, and we're left behind on this planet alive, and we're the ones that mourn and cry and think about it every day. And since I've never been dead, I don't know what happens, so I can't say, right? I can't say what anybody's going to feel or do when I pass away, but it's like, yeah, you want to, and obviously Slayer had their situation, Hammond, and so, two bands moving on and had to go in a different direction. Obviously they had Gary Holt. He's a very cool guy doing double duty and great guitar player. Yes.
With that being said, you guys have had a good year.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Yes.
You did the early leg this year.
Right.
You range.
Yes, we also went to Korea, which we've never done before. We went to Asia, went to Japan this summer, Korea, Canada. We've been doing some things like we always did. In South America, Brazil, and before that we did the Persistence tour in Europe, and so we stay busy and we keep spreading the word of Suicidal. And obviously we had the record 13 out, and we're still spreading that word and still touring, and we're able to tour off of there's so many lovely Suicidal records out, and such a great selection of songs to play from. It really is a cool thing to be a part of this band, for me especially, to be able to have such a repertoire to choose from.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Huge. With the Rock on the Range thing, which I won't say I was surprised to see on it, but I was a little bit surprised to see on it. In a good way.
Oh, good.
In a good way.
In a good way, that's good.
I was lucky enough to get to photograph you guys for that set, and you guys are as high energy as you've ever been.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely pride ourselves on our live show, and we really take it serious as far as our performance, and that's all we have nowadays, really. The days of MTV playing music and stuff, especially for bands like us, is long gone, and so when someone sees us, it may be their first time, and it may be seeing us third or fourth or fifth time, and it doesn't matter either way for us. It's like we're gonna go out there and try and leave it all, like I say, leave it on the floor. Take it to the stage, and I'm leaving DNA up there. I'm sweating all over the place, and the whole band is just really into giving this 110% every
Absolutely.
night. Yeah,
and it showed.
Thank you.
It showed.
Thank you.
There's a lot of young bands out there, and I think you stole the show from them.
Thank you.
So kudos for that.
Thank you.
On the personal side, you've definitely been around the way.
Yeah.
During the research, you look up, Suicidal, Infectious Grooves.
Yes.
There's the old ugly kid Joe.
Yes.
And then there's Jessica Simpson.
Yes.
There's Jessica
Simpson. Yes, Jessica Simpson.
That one you'd like to just put a strip of white out on?
Well, that was, I call that, as my girlfriend calls it, she said that was your summer job.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was my summer job. I went on a little hiatus with, with Jessica Simpson. Yeah, that was a funny time, I played with her for a while. Actually, no matter what anybody says about her, she is a sweet, lovely person, and it was nothing but a joy to play. It was a different kind of music, obviously, than this.
Sure.
But it was challenging, and the fact that I was able to do it was cool. But it also made me appreciate this even more. Like I belong here. I know that.
I'm sure you had to dial it down a bit.
Oh yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit.
Right, I had to dial it back. But I'm glad to be back in the saddle over here from that. And it was a part of my life that.
I'm sure it paid well though.
Yeah, it paid well, and
you got to eat.
Yeah, you got to eat, and she wasn't bad to look at for for the time being, and so, like I said, but she was when she was doing her music, she was a true professional, and gave her all too. So
good deal. So you brought up album 13.
Yeah.
Came out a year and some ago.
Yeah.
What are the plans for the band moving forward with another release? Is that something you guys have talked about, thought about, worked on?
As of yet, no. We still are seeing what we can see right now on this record, and have a few more ideas for this record, maybe some more videos or something for this, but nothing moving forward to a new record yet. No,
just ride it out.
Yeah, ride it out, see what happens, and keep touring. Right now we're on a positive note, and there's other ventures and avenues we're trying out, and Mike's got excitement about him about certain things, and he has his plans. So I can't speak for him and what he's
Sure.
he always calls us and we talked about it as a group, and we've been pretty happy with all the decisions and everything moving forward. I think right now this tour was really crucial to us because, as you said, Tim passed. We got Michael Morgan on bass, and Eric Morris returned back on drums, and we have a new energy and a new feeling, and it's a good feeling.
Yeah,
and,
good deal.
And doing this was important for us, and making a statement and a stand. Like you said, there's people in this crowd that they probably would have never seen us in any other light. And maybe with Slayer and Exodus, they come and say, "Oh, I haven't seen you in 20 years." Like, oh, this is who you are now.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and they see us and they go, "Whoa, like this is Suicidal, wow." So that's what we're here to do, you know.
You know, for those people that haven't seen you, you know who you are.
Yeah.
You're going to say, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And I can say that firsthand.
Thank you.
Because I walked away tired. Rock on the range. I really did, and that was the first time I had seen you guys.
Yeah.
I remember, and this will go a little bit before your time with the band.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being the 15-year-old fat kid who wanted a skateboard, ends up buying a used skateboard off one of my buddies who knew damn good and well I couldn't do it. And you know, that first turn, I busted my chops and said, I'll just listen. So for me, it was a real treat.
Yeah.
It was a real treat.
That's cool.